Hello dear, welcome to English Needs channel. In this video, I am going to tell you the story God Sees the Truth But Waits, written by Leo Tolstoy. Ivan Mitrich Aksinov. He is a merchant from Vladimir in Russia. He is a jovial man. Once, when he was getting ready to go on his business tour, his wife says not to go that day because she had a dream in that she saw Aksinov coming back with white hairs. That means he has become very old. So she thinks that it is a bad woman. That's why she dissuades him. But Aksinov says that it is a good woman because there is a white color. He doesn't care about it and he proceeds on his business tour. So when it becomes evening, he stays at an inn, that is a hotel, and there he meets another trader, a known person, talk to each other, and after having tea at night, they depart. They go into their respective rooms and they sleep. Aksinov gets up early in the morning and starts his journey. After crossing about 25 miles, he rests there and he feeds the horses and he takes out his guitar and starts singing. In the meantime, a troika draws in, a police officer with constables arrive there. They make enquiries. They question and cross question Aksinov. The police officer reveals that the person with whom he had tea and some chatting at the inn last night had been murdered. As Aksinov was with him, so it is natural that he should be questioned. That is the reason this police officer has come here to interrogate Aksinov. Aksinov says that he is innocent. He has not done anything of that sort. He started early in the morning because it's school and the journey is easier. But the police officer is not convinced. The police officer thinks that this is the man who was with him last night and therefore the suspicion goes on him. The police officer instructs the constables to check the luggage. When the constables check his bag, they find a knife covered with blood. Aksinov is shocked to see a blood-stained knife in his bag. He tells the officer that he doesn't know anything about it. He has not done any murder. But the circumstantial evidence and the murder weapon is found in his bag clearly shows that it is he who has murdered. The police officer arrests him and takes away to his district. He is charged with murder. Then the trial takes place and a punishment is given to him, that he should be flogged and sent to Siberia. This message is conveyed to Aksinov's wife. So she comes to meet Aksinov in the jail. She is shocked and she is very sad. She asks Aksinov to tell the truth, though she believes him, but there is no other go because murder weapon is found in his bag. The Aksinov has only one way out now. He can petition to the Tsar, that means king, who has the power to pardon convicted criminal. Then she says that she has already petitioned, but it has been rejected, and now there is no other go. He has to undergo the punishment. The wife goes home and this man is flogged, and after some times when all the wounds healed up, he is sent to Siberia.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಓದುತ್ತಿರುವ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದರೆ @ಕಲಿಸು ಈ ಚಾನೆಲ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
And there he stays for 26 years praying God. that one day justice is done to him. And there he becomes very silent. Basically, he is a good man. That's why he is loved by all the inmates of the jail, even all the jail officers and constables over there, security guards, they all love him, they all respect him. One day, a fresh batch of convicts come to the jail. Oh, they are welcomed by the inmates. In the evening, when they were all sitting, the fresh convicts, the newcomers, tell their story, what they did to come to Siberia. One of them, a tall figure called
Makar Semyonich.
man, tells his story in a very funny way. He says that he was convicted of robbery. He tells that he had taken away his friend's horse, of course, without telling his friend, thinking that he would use it and again bring it back. In the meantime, he is arrested and he is charged of stealing the horse. So, for him, it is a very, very silly matter, but still he got such a big punishment and now he is in Siberia. And while telling that, he reveals another truth, that once upon a time, about 25 years ago, he had done such a grave thing that he should have been punished with a life sentence, and that time he was not caught. That is the irony he is telling. Now, for silly mistake, he is here, but when he did such grave thing, grave crime, that time it went unnoticed and nobody came to know about it. And he asks Aksionov as to what he did to come here. Aksionov doesn't say anything, he simply goes away from there. But there is a curiosity. Makar asked other inmates about Aksionov, and they say that he 26 years ago he committed a murder, but as per him, he did not commit that murder, somebody else did it. But that person who murdered the trader kept the blood stained knife in his bag, in Aksionov's bag. And when the murder weapon was found with this man, naturally he was convicted. When Makar comes to know about this, then he remembers what he did 26 years ago. This was a grave thing he did that time, but now he doesn't say that he has done it. While talking about the murder which took place 26 years ago, Makar says in a very light manner that the person who is caught with the blood-stained knife only is judged as or is suspected as the criminal, though criminal is somebody else. While telling this, he reveals a small information. Makar asks Aksionov that how is that possible that the knife is kept in the bag which is just underneath your pillow. How is it possible? Aksionov guesses that this is a man who has murdered. He is the murderer, because how he knows the truth that the bag was under his pillow. So, this information can be known only by the person who has kept the knife. That is the reason now he knows that Makar is the murderer, but he doesn't say anything, he keeps quiet. So, after some times, Makar wants to get away from this prison. So, he wants to break the prison. He plans for digging a tunnel very secretly, but it was noticed by Aksionov. Makar comes to know that Aksionov has seen digging the hole. Makar requests him not to reveal this fact, that he is trying to make a tunnel to escape from the prison. And even he says he will help Aksinov to run away from that place. But in case if he tells the authorities, then he will definitely murder him. Aksinov just keeps quiet, but after some times, other inmates come to know that a tunnel is being made. Keeping the soil in the boots, somebody is transporting this. So the jail authorities are alerted. When they check up very minutely, they come to know that a tunnel is being made, and they inquire. Nobody comes forward, nobody accepts that it is he who has done it. Makar also keeps quiet, but he is very much afraid that Aksinov might sometimes reveal the truth. The officials very well know that only one man can reveal the truth if he knows, that is Aksinov. So they come and ask Aksinov whether he knows anything about this matter. Surprisingly, he doesn't reveal, he simply keeps quiet. Even though Aksinov knows the truth, he saves Makar, thinking that it is of no use now because 26 years have passed. But this act of mercy influences Makar a lot. Makar's conscience now is awakened. One day, Makar goes to Aksinov and asks him to forgive him, to pardon him. Then he says, "Why? Why should I pardon you? What have you done?" Then he says that the murder for which Aksinov is convicted was committed by himself. Aksinov says that he already knows about it. And then Makar asks, "In that case, why have you saved me? You should have taken revenge. This is the right time to settle the scores." As a very good person, as a pious person, Aksinov says that there is no use of doing it right now. But Makar's conscience doesn't allow him to keep quiet. He goes to the police and then he reveals the truth, and he pleads the officials to release Mr. Aksinov because he is innocent and he is the real murderer. And this message was conveyed to the higher officials and it goes to the court. You know that how things go on in any court. It takes very long time for getting the justice. So the court orders for the release of Aksinov. A letter is sent to the jail authorities to set Aksinov free. The day they received the order, it was long before this man died. That means the order came to the jail after the death of Aksinov. What an irony. And this story is told in Kannada also. It is in my other channel, Vijayendra Kshatriya. Please go to that channel and go to the playlists, and in the playlists you find degree students. There you get this. Okay, thank you.